That means whatever you're going through, you're not wearing it. And that's the beauty of it. Don't wear your problems on your sleeve. And so, guys, I've been able to literally allow my pain to be my pusher, to allow my pain to motivate me. I'm motivated by pain. As a matter of fact, guys, that's what motivates me the most. My pain is just like, I don't need nobody to push me, to motivate me. My pain pushes me to do better. And so, guys, as you're thinking about whatever, you're going through right now, I wanted to share with you where I come from, just to make sure that we all understand that nobody's better, nobody's different, nobody's above reproach, nobody, I don't care, is better than the next person, right? So anyway, been molested, been abandoned, been in foster care, watched my mom go in and out of prison, had my first child at 16 years old, had my second child at 18, but always on the inside of me, I knew that I was destined for success. I always knew it, on the inside of me, not on the outside, not what I saw with my eyes, but internally. Anybody ever felt like it's just something inside, you could just feel it, right? You don't see it, but you could just feel like I should be doing better than I'm doing right now. Does anybody feel that way? I want to see your hands. Come on, guys. You just look at your situation like, I know I should be doing so much better, but you're trying to figure out like, what is it? Anybody ever felt like I don't know what to do? Anybody? Yeah. Can I see? Well, make sure y'all I ain't by myself. So guys, I bought my first house at 18. Opened up a boutique, several boutiques back home in Miami, by the way, and things didn't go as planned. Why? Like my friend Antonina. I didn't have the knowledge. I didn't have the experience. I didn't go to college. I dropped out of school in the 9th grade, got a GED for education. But guys, as I began to age and get older, that fire on the inside of me was still there. I became an exotic dancer at the age of 16. Not because I wanted to, not because that's what I thought was the best thing to do, but my mom was gone all the time. So I remember waking up one morning, and it's like a cycle, because I had no water back then. Waking up at 13 years old and there's no water. Waking up at 13 years old, there's no food in the refrigerator. And so I had to try to figure out something, right? So I got into a survival mode. And guys, you're talking about each and every one of us. It's almost like at one period in time in our life, we had to go through the process where we had to survive. We had to do whatever was necessary. And the thing that it does is it strengthens us. That's what it does. Every situation that you've been through is a part of your process. Mm-hmm. My book is called My Life, My Process, My Victory. Because it's about your life. It's about your process. Each and everything that we go through is a part of the process. If you understand what I'm saying? My life. Can y'all say my life? My life. My process. My process. But my victory. My victory. I can't think of the saying. It says 90% is what happens to you, and the other 10 is how you handle it. I may be wrong with the percentages, but you get my point. And so all of us go through these different processes to propel us to go to the next level. So, end up moving to Georgia. Back in 2008, guys, I woke up one day and realized that I had nothing. And I'm a strong believer that nothing beats a failure but a try. As a matter of fact, about a week ago, I woke up about 5 o'clock in the morning, and I was listening to Mike Murdoch. Anybody know Mike Murdoch? Mm-hmm. Mike Murdoch said this, and I want y'all to remember this. Mike Murdoch said that if you're not prospering where you are, if you're not prospering, and it's not Mike Murdoch, he actually was reading a scripture in the Bible, I don't remember what it said. But it said if you're not prospering where you are, that means you have to move. Does that make sense? See, so many people get comfortable, being uncomfortable, and they stay in the same spot. But if you're not prospering, what are you going to do about it? And so, guys, 2008, I wasn't prospering. Mind you, I didn't know what I was doing, but I just up one day and said, you know what? I'm moving to Georgia. Because I was told that Georgia was the black Mecca. I was told that African-American people not only could just survive here, but they could thrive. And I was always, again, an entrepreneur. I'm the person, I don't like jobs. I don't like being told what time I can have lunch, breakfast, use the bathroom. You in the bathroom hiding your shoes because you don't want your boss seeing that you went to the bathroom 3 times. And they ask you all these questions, and you got to go to work when your child is sick, and you get home from work and your kids sleep, and you barely see them, and you get the check and you have no money. I just don't like that stuff. You understand what I'm saying? So many people keep jobs because they say, I need, what is it called? No, not that one. Benefits. They got a job for benefits. Well, what if you have some money you can buy benefits? Hey. You don't have to have a job. That's right. Y'all getting mad? No, hear me out. You don't have to have a job to have benefits. So I was never the person that said I'm going to have a job for benefits. I just pay Humana. I just pay Aetna. I just pay Blue Cross and Blue Shield. Well, I got to have a job so they can split it with me. but anyway, guys, I moved here, and I'm going to get to the vision board. This is all going to make sense to you guys in a minute. I'm trying to talk fast, but I want y'all to get this. I didn't know what I was coming to, but saw a man thinking in his what? Heart. So, hear me out, y'all. I'm not a pastor, but I'm just talking to y'all on what I experienced. So a man thinketh in his heart, so is his. I knew in my heart that life was going to be different when I got to Georgia. I didn't have nothing to come here to. I just knew it in my what? Heart. In my heart. I packed up my children. I came to Georgia with $135 worth of change to my name. A jar. Anybody got a change jar? Well, guess what? Don't throw it away. Don't take that change jar for granted. You'll be surprised how many light bills or water bills you can possibly pay when you need it one day. And guys, I took that jar and I moved to the Georgia, and I tell you guys, my life changed, and my life has changed forever.
Yes.
I got here with nothing, began to just believe and see myself again in my future. As a matter of fact, what we're going to do tonight. And 1 year later, $1 million. I made over $1 million my first year in the industry of network marketing. Went on again to another company and was able to make it to the top of that company. Well, here's what happened. Guys, when you create success for yourself, you become like this guru to people, like this person that inspires people. When you take your situation from one place and you change it, people get inspired by your story. That's why it is our responsibility to do what God said when he first created the world. Anybody know what's the first thing God said to Adam and Eve in the Garden of Eden? Who knows what's the first thing God said to Adam and Eve in the Garden of Eden? Does anybody know the first thing? He said, excuse me, ma'am? He said, be fruitful and multiply. He didn't say go have a ton of children. That's what people think he was saying. He said, be fruitful and multiply, which means you're supposed to produce and you're supposed to reproduce, not just kids. You're supposed to be successful. And success is anything. It don't have to be money. You can be a successful homemaker. You can be a successful wife. You can be a successful whatever. He said, be fruitful and multiply. You can't multiply when you have not been fruitful in that particular area. So being fruitful is our responsibility. Do y'all know that? If you're not fruitful, you're out of order. I'm serious. Y'all got that, right? But anyway, be fruitful and multiply was the first thing he said to Adam and Eve in the Garden of Eden. So that is our responsibility. So I was able to be fruitful and I was able to multiply. Speed up the story, guys. 2011, my mom passed away. 2011, August 26th. I was holding her hand, and I thought she was having an anxiety attack, but she was actually dying in my hands, okay? I saw her eyes rolling in the back of her head and all that. Mind you, me and my mom was like this. And what happened was, I'm so used to being strong, I didn't give myself a chance to mourn. I went right to work and just was hitting it real hard. Again, my pain went into that. Well, I didn't know I was depressed. I fell into a depression. I was depressed for a long time. As a matter of fact, my depression didn't break to June. My mom died August. I didn't know I was depressed. I was walking around functioning as a depressed person, meaning I looked good, I was dressed good, I was smelling good, but I would wake up every day almost on the wrong. I thought my excuse was I'm waking up on the wrong side of the bed, or I'm just aggravated. Just, all this excuses we tell ourselves. Well, I was in church, and on June 6th of 2013, the pastor was preaching, and I just started crying, and I felt the heaviness fall off of me. And I remember writing in my book, this is a true story, and hopefully y'all gonna catch on to what I said. I'm writing in my book, and in my book, guys, I caught myself writing, I forgot who I was. Did anybody catch on to what I just said? Not I forgot who I am. What do you mean who I was? It's not who I was, it's who I am. And so that is what has happened. Many of us has forgotten who we are, not who we was, who we are. And so here's what I do, guys. I'm going to share what I do. You can have a seat now. Hopefully your energy is back, rised up. I'm going to share with you a strategy and a technique that really does work. And I'm serious, guys, it really does work. And if you're writing notes down, good. It's good for you right here. You have to see yourself in your future. I'm talking about how does her hair look? How much does she weigh? I mean, very, very detailed. You got to begin to live, and she said it, imagination. Think about the word imagination. That's two words, guys. Image and nation. Your image creates your nation. Your net worth would never outweigh your self-worth. You would never have more than you believe that you deserve, ever. Ever. So you have to begin to, who is this woman? How does she dress? How does her hair look? What does she smell like? What does her husband look like? How is her family? How is her house? How is her teeth? You could literally create this person in your head. And what you do, guys, is you get that, number one, you get that image of this woman to the point where you start even changing how you dress. Because 90% of us in this room tonight, we no longer are happy with who we are right now. But we don't know that we could change that person. You could go get some weave if you want your hair to be long. Go get it cut short if you want your hair to be short. But guys, that's the first thing. Who is the new woman? In 2014, when a person meets you, what are they going to think of you? Make a conscious effort that when a person meets you, you are impactful to them. I don't care if a person meets you for 5 minutes. They should be able to remember you for the rest of their life because you said something that impacted them. Something. It could be whatever. And sometimes it's not even all good. It could be controversial. It was a reason why I walked in here and wore this loud color jacket. I knew what I was doing. Okay, I wanted to make sure I didn't blend in with nobody in the room. That's a part of my goal. When I walk in the room, people remember me. Another thing that's one of my goals that when I talk, and this is actually one of my affirmations, when I talk, people listen. I'm not surprised y'all listening to me because I've been speaking it every day. That's one of my, when I walk into my bathroom, this is my good friend, she can tell you. I got sticky labels on my bathroom mirror. And when you begin to affirm things so much, it begins to create a commercial in your head. It's like your Holy Ghost commercial. And here's what happens, guys. Change happens on the inside first. Change doesn't happen on the exterior. It happens on the inside. And so who is this woman? If I was you all tonight, I don't care if you're driving in the car or you do it today, even before you start putting those vision boards together. Imagine your new self. Everything new, guys. We can erase everything that we did wrong, everything that we wish we didn't do. I mean, everything, guys. Just see yourself different, number one. Now, number two, what I would do if I was you guys, and this is what I do, guys, write down your affirmations. And I'm going to share with you guys a couple of my affirmations. And here's my favorite one that's generic to everybody. Y'all ready? My dreams and goals are coming to pass or coming to reality, whichever one you like. How it will get done is not my business. It's God's business. My dreams and goals are coming to reality. How it will get done is not my business. It's God's business. And here's what you do, guys. First of all, you got the vision of your newfound self, right? That's done. You're going to start working towards it. I think this young lady was talking about working out and stuff, right?
Wellness.
Wellness. So